Close your eyes and listen. You hear English spoken everywhere, but something about it sounds different. The melody is new, the rhythm is unique. Now open your eyes and see someone from Singapore, another from India, and a third from the Philippines. Can you tell who is who just by the sound of their English? Welcome to a journey across Asia, where English isn't just a language, it's a cultural fingerprint. Every accent tells a story of history, of local languages, and a people's identity. Today, we are going to become accent detectives. We will learn to listen for the tiny clues that reveal the nationality of a speaker. It's a fun game, and you might be surprised at how quickly you can learn to tell them apart. Let's start our tour in the Lion City, the tiny island nation of Singapore. Listen carefully to the English spoken here. It's fast, it's efficient, and it has a very distinct musical rhythm. This is the famous Singlish. You will hear words that aren't in any dictionary, but every local understands them perfectly. Listen for little words tagged onto the ends of sentences. Words like la, le, and lor. They don't mean anything on their own, but they add feeling and emphasis. A Singaporean might say, "Don't worry about it, la." It makes the sentence sound more friendly and casual. Another thing to notice is that Singaporeans often drop the final sounds of words. Right might sound more like rye. Think might sound like tink. This accent is a beautiful mix reflecting the Chinese, Malay, and Tamil languages that make up Singapore's cultural fabric. It's direct, it's lively, and it's unmistakably Singaporean. Now let's fly northwest to the enormous and diverse country of India. Indian English is not one accent, but many. However, there are some common features that often give it away. First, listen to the rhythm. It's often described as musical or syllabic. This means every syllable in a word is given equal stress and time. So a word like computer isn't pronounced computer with a stress on the middle part. Instead, it's computer with 3 distinct beats. This creates a very pleasant, flowing sound. Another clue is the pronunciation of the T and D sounds. In many parts of India, these sounds are made with the tongue touching the back of the teeth. This gives them a softer, crisper sound compared to the T in British or American English. Also, the V and U sounds can sometimes be interchanged. You might hear someone say "very good" for very good. The vocabulary is also a big hint. Indians often use words like prepone, the opposite of postpone, do the needful meaning take the necessary action, and go down for a warehouse. These are perfectly correct in Indian English. The accent is confident, expressive, and carries the weight of a long history with the English language. Next, we head to the archipelago known for its warm hospitality, the Philippines. The Philippine English accent is often said to be the closest to the American accent among Asian countries. This is because of the long period of American influence in its history. But it has its own unique flavor. Listen for a very clear and clean pronunciation. Each syllable is usually articulated clearly. One of the most noticeable features is the intonation. The speech pattern often has a rising and falling melody, almost like singing. It's very melodic and smooth. Another key feature is the simplification of certain consonant clusters. For example, the F sound is often pronounced as a P. So Facebook might sound like Pacebook. Similarly, the V sound might become a B. Very might sound like bari. The th sound in words like think or this is often replaced with a T or D sound. So that might be pronounced dat. This isn't a mistake, it's just a natural feature of the accent, influenced by the sound system of local languages like Tagalog. The overall effect is an accent that is clear, friendly, and remarkably easy for many foreigners to understand. Our journey now takes us to the financial hub of Hong Kong. The English accent here is heavily influenced by Cantonese, the primary Chinese dialect spoken in the city. This creates some very distinct characteristics. Listen for the consonants at the ends of words. They are often dropped or softened, so road might sound like rao and fact might sound like fak. Cantonese has a different set of ending sounds, and this carries over into English. Another big clue is the confusion between L and R sounds. Because Cantonese doesn't distinguish between these two sounds the same way English does, you might hear fly sound like fry and rice sound like lice. The intonation is also generally flatter with less variation in pitch compared to the musicality of Indian English or the sing-song pattern of Philippine English. The speech can sound very direct and efficient, mirroring the fast-paced life of this incredible city. Finally, let's stop in Malaysia. The Malaysian English accent shares some similarities with Singaporean English because of their geographical and cultural closeness. You might also hear a la now and then. But listen closely. The accent is often a bit slower and less intense than Singlish. It's also deeply influenced by the Malay language. You will hear many Malay words mixed into the conversation. Words like boleh for can, makan for eat, and tolong for please help are commonly used even in English sentences. The pronunciation of certain words can be distinct. For example, the word three is often pronounced tree without the th sound. The rhythm is relaxed and the overall feeling is very informal and warm. So now you have your detective toolkit. You have listened to the musical, syllabic rhythm of India. You have heard the efficient, la-filled patter of Singapore. You've noticed the American-influenced, melodic smoothness of the Philippines. You've picked up on the consonant-dropping, fast-paced speech of Hong Kong. And you've sensed the relaxed, Malay-influenced flow of Malaysia. Of course, these are general guides. Within every country, there is a huge variety of accents. Someone from Mumbai might sound different from someone from New Delhi. Someone from a rural area in the Philippines might have a different accent from someone in Manila. The beauty of language is that it is always changing and evolving. But the next time you hear English with an Asian accent, don't just hear a deviation from a standard. Listen to the story. Hear the history of colonial influence, the shadow of local languages, and the proud identity of the speaker. It's a living, breathing record of culture. So, can you guess the nationality? Maybe now you have a better chance. It's all about training your ear to appreciate the wonderful diversity of the English language. It connects millions of people across Asia, not by making them sound the same, but by allowing them to express who they are in their own unique and beautiful way.